Hi Scorpio, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of August 6th through the 12th. This is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising signs. So Scorpio, for this reading, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck along with the Healing with the Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Also, I will mention at this time, if you are interested in having a private reading with me for the month of August, the 30-minute readings are 20% off. This is a special that I'm only running in the month of August. So if that's something that interests you, definitely check out northeasttarot.com. All right, very interesting reading. At the bottom of the deck, Scorpio, I have the Eight of Pentacles. All right, let's see here. Eight of Pentacles is a worker energy. You very focused upon something or very focused on your work and really concentrating. Okay, so we have this Eight of Pentacles here. Underneath it, I have the Two of Swords. Underneath the Two of Swords, I have the Queen of Pentacles. So definitely an earth energy could be significant. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Maybe some of you are waiting on a decision from an earth sign person. Maybe you're making a decision when it comes to an earth sign. Others, you know, I think this is on the career front. You've been working very hard. You're doing a good job. Maybe you're waiting to hear back about a new position or a raise, a promotion, something like that, because the overall energy is the Hanged Man. Which the Hanged Man is just a temporary energy. It can represent some of you kind of waiting in limbo, you know, maybe waiting on that decision, waiting, you know, to see results. We know that you've been working very hard on something, Scorpio, and you've been, you know, concentrating on that and very focused on that. And so some of you may be waiting to see results. But the Hanged Man can also be a voluntary energy. For me, it's a very independent energy. And so, you know, there definitely could be a few Scorpios that I'm reading for that, you know, you might be taking a little bit of a break here this week, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm definitely getting that for a few of you. So maybe you're going to go off. You could spend some time alone. You might be taking a break. Because the clarifying card is the Ten of Rods. And so some of you, maybe you've had a ton going on. Ten of Rods can represent all of the different responsibilities that you have, Scorpio. You have a lot on your plate. You're dealing with a lot, but you are handling it. So for those of you that, you know, really feel the need to, you know, maybe even lighten this load in some way, if that's, you know, possible, then do that. But if not, maybe some of you really only need some you time, needing to go off, needing to recharge for some of you. But with the Ten of Rods, you are handling it. You know, everything you have to do, you are getting it done. And, you know, I think that some of you are definitely working a lot, maybe working a couple jobs or working and also dealing with several other things at once. But we're starting out with the Page of Cups here. We have the Page of Cups, which definitely can represent some news coming in. Some of you might be waiting on news because we have the Page of Cups with the King of Pentacles. So we did see the Queen and now we have the King. So earth energy, very significant. Waiting on maybe communication or information from an earth sign individual, or, you know, the King of Pentacles, I can always view him as like your boss. So for those of you that this is on the job front, maybe waiting on hearing from your boss. This King of Pentacles individual, Temperance, is a very patient energy. And then with the Knight of Swords here, he can be someone who's a little impatient. So I'm definitely getting that for some of you that are waiting on news, waiting on information, that you're starting to feel a little impatient. Things are gradually happening. But that news is on its way. So if you're waiting on a decision or waiting on news or information, I feel like it's on its way. You're just dealing with some divine timing, absolutely. So I would just, you know, stay focused, Scorpio. Keep working hard. Don't give up. You have a couple of 8s here with the 8 of Pentacles, and then you also have the 8 of Cups here, and 8s for me are a karmic number. So keep working hard. You will reap those karmic rewards, and maybe something just needs some time to grow. And again, with the Hanged Man, it is just a temporary energy. And so with you dealing with divine timing, you know, everything happens for a reason. So if there are delays or something is taking a little while, it's meant to happen in that way for a reason. But 7 of Cups and 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups can be not happy with the status quo, but also can represent like something coming through, an offer that's on the table. But maybe it's a little different than you had hoped for. It's not exactly what you wanted, but it still could be a good thing here. With the 7 of Cups and the 4 of Cups here, some of you have an opportunity that's coming in, but it's different. It's different than maybe what you were expecting. But I feel like it's only adding. It's adding to these options that you already have. So some of you have a lot of options on the table, but really needing to look at these options realistically. You have one in particular that might not be exactly what you wanted, but it still could actually be something very positive for you. But for some of you with this energy, you already have a lot on your plate. You already have a ton going on. And so that could be, you know, that could play, you know, a role here. So some of you, it's almost like you have this opportunity that's coming in, and, you know, some of you might want to act on it. Some of you are ready, but, you know, it's just maybe you have far too much already going on, Scorpio, this week with work and then maybe with family. Some of you are going to try to make it work though. So you have this opportunity that's coming in, but you are going to try to make it work. So I know some of you have a lot on your plate, but that's just what I'm getting. You're going to try to make it work in some way. Because even if this isn't something that you wanted or what you were really hoping for, Scorpio, this might lead, it's going to open up some doors. You know, I feel like this might lead to something else, or get you closer to your goal in some way. You know, so I feel like this is a good thing for those of you that you have like an opportunity that's coming to you. Even if it's not exactly what you were hoping for, in some way it might bring you closer to your goal. And even if you have a ton on your plate, I feel like some of you will try to make this work in some way. And, you know, for other Scorpios with the 4 of Cups and the 3 of Swords, I think some of you are a little disappointed. The 3 of Swords can represent several different things. It's mirroring the Page of Cups here. And so with the Page of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and then this 3 of Swords, along with the 7 of Cups, I think that with the 7 of Cups and the 3 of Swords, some of you need to see this offer, this opportunity for what it really is. I think that some of you with this energy, this is a very dreamy, illusionary sort of energy. I think some of you need to cut through the BS, get down to the bottom of something, really look at something closely, see something for what it really is. And I think that some of you that I'm reading for aren't really seeing something for what it is, because it's not what you want, and that's really all you're seeing is it's not what you want. And so it, you know, it's leaving you, you know, really disappointed. I feel like for some of you, disappointed. But if you go back, or, you know, if you look at something very closely here, you know, you'll realize that it's not that bad, or, you know, in some way it might bring you closer to your goal. And not all of you are going to feel like this. I just want to make that clear. It's a general reading. Not all of you are going to feel like this, because some of you, what I'm getting with this energy here, you're going to make it work. Some of you are going to find a way. You're not disappointed. You have this opportunity that's coming in, and you're going to try to make it work for yourself. So not all of you are going to feel like this. I just want to make that clear. And with this 8 of Cups energy here, with the 8 of Cups, again, with the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Cups, this opportunity is bringing you closer to what it is that you want in some way. So very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. And then those of you that, you know, do feel disappointed by this opportunity that's coming to you, you might feel as though maybe you're sacrificing too much, or sacrificing yourself, sacrificing something, like in the meantime, for some of you, as you kind of move towards this goal that you have. So definitely a very interesting reading. You know, I very much could be reading for, you know, a select group, a certain group of Scorpios for this week. So definitely watch your other signs. For those of you that did go through some sort of heartache though, with the 3 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, you're moving on from that. 8 of Cups represents you moving away from someone or something that's no longer serving you. And there definitely could be some Scorpios that you're in the process of moving on, moving forward. It might feel like you have a ton of pressure on you at the moment. And you might be, with the Hanged Man energy, trying to figure out exactly what you need to do next. But take your time, plan things out. Some of you maybe went through a loss or some sort of disappointment, some sort of heartache, but you're actually healing, you're moving forward. And I think that this is a week that you're definitely figuring out what it is that you want to do next. You're figuring out what your next step is going to be, but you are moving away from this 3 of Swords energy. And with Temperance, this is a healing energy and things are balancing out for you. So, yeah, I think I'm reading for 2 different groups of Scorpios. But let's pull you an additional guidance card. All right, so I'm going to take all the ones that actually are upright, and that's these here. New beginnings. We have, wow, interesting, surrender and release, and divine timing. I mean, this could not resonate more, Scorpio. So we have a new moon. We have a new moon in Leo here, with a partial solar eclipse on the 11th. And you know, new moons are all about new beginnings, cycles, completing new cycles, beginning. And so we have new beginnings for you guys that are coming in, but some of you need to surrender, which is releasing control, going with the flow, allowing your angels, your guides to guide you. And also with surrender, needing to be open to things happening differently than you planned. So some of you need to let go of the past. Some of you need to let go of maybe a difficult situation, something that is no longer serving you, 8 of Cups. And when you do release the past, you actually invite new beginnings into your life. And so, you know, some of you, that's exactly what you're going through at the moment. Divine timing, things happening when they're meant to happen. With divine timing, definitely dealing with higher forces, but trust and have faith that everything is working in your favor, Scorpio, and for your highest good. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like some of you need to be open to things happening differently with surrender and release. Things are happening, new beginnings are coming in, but they're coming in maybe a little differently than you had planned with this 4 of Cups energy. All right, Scorpio, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you guys a great week. Take care.